I was peeing practically brown chocolate, thick syrup looking coloured pee. That's a really good way of starting a video, Alan. One of the largest impacts that I've noticed whilst being on this GLP-1 medication is that previously I would have eaten a lot of food, and that food would be soups or salads or, let's be honest, pizzas or takeaways or chicken and that kind of thing. And whether it was salty, it would make me drink water, or fizz, or, you needed to chase down the potato because it was lumpy and in your mouth, or whatever it happened to be. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a shit cook. I'm fairly good at cooking. But what I didn't realize was truly the amount of water content you take on through your food. And the last few months, the more and more I'm losing weight, hopefully you can kind of tell by the chin and the 2XL t-shirt, the more I lose weight, the more I realize that I have to find ways to put liquid in me. I've also switched recently from like caffeinated tea to decaffeinated tea. I also don't drink anywhere near as much like canned fizz anymore, because when I first started, I was easily on a 4, 5, 6 can a day habit. It would all be Diet Coke and stuff, but that's still liquid. Now I don't get the cravings as much for fizz. And my 1 cup of tea in the morning, I tend to forget exists, and it sits there. In fact, it's sat over there at the moment with a cat drinking it, the little bitch. So I guess this is kind of like my public service announcement. Please drink more water. Please take more fluid on. Because I honestly got to a point where I was starting to notice the side effects of me not having as many liquids. Because, liquid helps you with your digestion and the processing of like gallstones and kidney stones and everything like that. I also went out of my way to make sure that I was, looking after myself in a way that supports my immune system and stuff. I've been researching multivitamins and pills and potions, fibers, proteins, that kind of thing for 4 or 5 months here. I've even mentioned it on the channel because I've lost 5 stone since January. That's 70 odd pounds for people that want to use those numbers. 70 pounds, 5 stone in 10 months. And I can see it in my clothes. I can see it in my demeanor. I've got much more energy, but I wanted to make sure that I was giving my body everything else that I needed. Now, some of you may have already know that I've been dabbling with a company called Lily Loaf, right? And I honestly can't recommend them more. I could easily have got my pills and potions from Amazon or Aldi for cheaper, but you're never quite sure. What is that? Is that flour mixed with sawdust? It says omega-3 fish oil. Yeah. Is that one fish for 20 billion capsules? I never understood the whole microgram thing. So when I came across Lily and Loaf and stuff, they've got a daily essential bonus bundle thing, right? I don't have to worry about it, right? They've got a 90-day money back guarantee. This sounds like an advert, Alan. I've got a 90-day money back guarantee, right? And I was able to look on there and I thought, right. Instead of getting 17 different pills that I struggle to take in the morning, because I already take my antidepressants, and even then I miss out on those, right? Instead of getting those, right, why don't I try and find something that I can, put into a drink, or all things in one go. Then I trawl through Amazon and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I landed back on Lily and Loaf. That's where those have come from. I've got that one, and I've just taken that. That's the nice tropical one, right? Tastes like Nesquik. But then that also kind of tricked me into, right, I have to have that with a bit of milk, or I have to have that with a bit of water, depending on how I feel. I then know that I've got my proteins, my probiotics, my omega-3s, my whatever it needs to be. And then at least that way, I know that I've supported my body in some way, shape or form. All I have to do now is just drink some water. I guess it's one of those habits that you kind of learn. You have to learn how to eat properly. You have to learn how to hydrate properly. You have to learn how to exercise properly. You have to learn what a normal bowel movement looks like after so many years of just feeding yourself so much different food. So once again, this is my public service announcement. Please look after yourself and hydrate. And this wasn't an advert, but still, if you like the idea of trying out the Lily and Loaf stuff, there's a link in my description down below. I use them and have used them now for 4 or 5 months. And I honestly think that it's helped me with my energy, my get up and go. And the more I move, the more I'm active, the more I lose weight. Have you struggled with hydration? Have you had that golden syrup pee moment at some point? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Alan. I'm losing it. Are you?